James Kaufman, World News Report today. Today is September 9th, 2023, 11:30 a.m. Central here in the U.S. God bless you and yours no matter where you are in the world. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for critical future updates. We've had another large earthquake in Indonesia. Indonesia came in at a 6.3 magnitude earthquake. The USGS is reflecting a 6.0 magnitude earthquake at 9.9 kilometers of depth. Now, we have a lot of volcanoes awakening in this area. There's a lot of plate tectonic boundaries that don't connect in this area. We've been looking at this area for a very long time. Now, we have covered this i.e. 7.2, 6.8 magnitude earthquake over Morocco. There have been several injuries, and we're still waiting on information to come in on that. But here in Indonesia, it's like they're calling it out as a 6.3, as I indicated here. The main source is going to be the Indonesian government right there. The French came in at a 5.6. I think they put that up there, well, to make a parody out of this. The depth, 6.2 miles, 10 kilometers, is the default depth while they try and figure this out, although the USGS is coming in at 9.9 kilometers, meaning a few things. First off, I'd like to zoom in here and show y'all this little black area here, this black area here. These are places where the tectonic plate boundaries don't connect. Everything you see in black here, and right where we saw this pop off, you can see that those plate tectonic boundaries are not connected. We also have a lot of volcanic activity in this area, which means we have a lot of magma under this area moving around looking for places to go. Let's get some detailed information about this right now. We're not right on top of an erupting volcano. We are right on top of a broken plate boundary, or a plate tectonic boundary that's still forming, actually. We have a very strong 6.3 magnitude earthquake here. We're over at volcanodiscovery.com now. Like this was about an hour and 40 minutes ago. Looking at the earthquake details, we see a 6.3 magnitude earthquake confirmed by the Indonesian government. The Climatological and Geophysical Agency of Indonesia here. And we also see that there was 2.7 atomic bombs worth of energy released in this blast. All right, taking a look at all the sources, the source on top of the information with the most geophones is going to be Indonesia there at a 6.3. They still have a default 10 kilometer depth. We have a 6.0 coming out of Raspberry Shake that usually mirrors the USGS, a 5.6 out of the French, a 6.1 out of the Italians, a 5.09 out of the Germans, a 5.9 out of the Australians, a 6.0 out of the International Research Institute on Seismology, and a 6.0 at 9.9 kilometers out of the USGS. What good is Raspberry Shake? I'm not quite sure. With that said, we're in a very unique place in the solar system. Earth is actually passing in between the sun and the four gas giants. And we also have geomagnetic connections, as seen in pink, to Pluto, Mercury, Jupiter, Uranus, Eris, Neptune, and Saturn. And we know that the moon plays a big role in this geomagnetics. And of course, our main geomagnetic connection is to the sun, pulling all the planets away from the Big Bang at 544,000 miles an hour. All of these planets here, with Mars opposing, are in less than a quarter of our solar system here. They're all piled on top of each other, and as Earth comes between these gas giants and our sun, and our moon lines up, we're going to see larger and larger quakes ongoing for the next 3 months. All right, so we're calling it a 6.3 magnitude earthquake. The USGS came in at 6.0. We're going to go with the Indonesian government as they're right on top of things. We know that we're right on an area where a tectonic plate is trying to connect. Probably the reason for the earthquake itself, but we also need to take into consideration all the volcanic activity around Indonesia and the fact that we definitely have magma moving around in this area. With that said, God bless each and every one of you guys. Please share, subscribe, and always remember that anything's possible in Bizarro World.